Hello, welcome back to another video. I feel like these videos are coming round quicker and quicker and quicker, but we're gonna roll with it. We've got another Alphalete haul. This haul is for the items that are dropping on March the 26th at 12 PM CST, which is 6 PM UK time. I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, you've actually got your parcel like 2.5 weeks in advance. I know. I'm just as pleased as you guys are because it's quite nice to have time to actually test out the products, which I have been doing since I received them at the end of last week, and then actually review them rather than having like 2 days to turn it around. So this is actually really nice. Props to Alphalete for that. There are some new bits. This launch is pretty much the Elements range, which is a brand new range from Alphalete, so I'll probably spend a bit more time going over that, and then some ultra soft items and also Pulse range items and also some accessories. So I will go over those. Normal kind of style video from me. You already know I'm gonna give you my opinions. They're all my opinions. Yes, I work with Alphalete, but it really doesn't matter because my opinions are my opinions, and I'm gonna give you them regardless of whether I'm working with a brand or not. I've also pre-filmed some like comparison clips to show like sizing discrepancies if there are any, which there aren't, to be honest. Any like material differences, measurements for the bag, all that sort of stuff, which I will put in through the video where they are relevant, where they need to be. There are a couple of things that I just want to go over first. So the first thing, which is the most important thing for me to mention in this video, is I just want to speak very, very briefly about what is going on in Ukraine. Absolutely horrendous what is happening, and it just felt a little bit wrong to me, to be honest, to do this video without mentioning it. So I didn't want to just mention it and then move on, because yes, it's raising awareness, but like, we've all seen the news, we all know what's happening. I don't think anyone needs me to be their news anchor. So I have already made some personal donations over the past couple of weeks, but I just wanted to let you guys know that a portion of any money that I earn, both from this haul video and also from this launch, is going to be donated. I'm going to leave in the description box a really helpful resourceful website, which basically has a load of links which have all been checked. They're all legit charities, causes that you can donate to if you wish to help. I won't talk about it too much because I'm sure that we have all been watching the news, and like I said, you don't need me to be news anchor, but I just didn't want to do this video without mentioning it. It just felt a bit, yeah. Moving on from that, the launch PDF, which I will put on the screen now, which shows you basically everything that's launching, all the colorways, all the information, product descriptions, all that sort of stuff. I'm going to put that on the screen, and I will also pop a link to that in the description box below. Now, I would just recommend that you follow me on Instagram at this point, guys, because I always post the launch brief PDF as soon as I get it. I always put a link up on Instagram, so if you want to see stuff like as soon as I'm aware of it, definitely recommend that you follow me on Instagram. Just a little plug there. My measurements for reference are, I'm 5'6". I weigh anywhere between 58 and 61 kilograms depending on the day. My waist is about 24, glutes are about 39. I'm a 32 double D. Did I say 28-inch inseam on my leg? I'm a lot more torso than I am legs. My bra size, like I said, 32 double D, but they are fake, so take that with a pinch of salt. Fake boobs tend to, like a fake 32 double D is actually a bit smaller than a real 32 double D, if that makes sense. Next thing is, I just wanted to get your guys' feedback on this just very, very quickly before I go into this haul, because with this collection, there was a lot of things that I just, well, I say a lot, there was a couple of things that I just wasn't interested in. Like, I knew if I picked that, I'm gonna review it, and like, I just know it could be like a great quality product, but I'm not gonna like it. Like, I don't want a crop t-shirt with a hood on it. I just don't. To me, it's not something that I would wear, and I think it's quite ugly to me. I'm not sure who would wear that, but I'm sure that there are people who would wear that. It's just a difference in opinion. So I had the option of choosing, I think I had up to 30 items on this launch, and I didn't actually fill my full items. One, because I don't have all the room in the world to store all this stuff, but two, because like I've just said, not all the items were like speaking to me sort of thing. So I just want to get your guys' feedback. Do you want me to make sure that I get one of everything from each launch? Because I absolutely can make sure that I do that. even if, you know, you think I might not be interested in it, especially when it's new items. Let me know if you want me to do that, because I just want your guys' feedback on that so I can make these hauls as useful as possible. I just want to make sure that I'm not being wasteful and that I am actually getting stuff that I would wear, but I also want to make sure I'm balancing that and getting things for my review so that you guys can see things. So let me know what your thoughts are on that. And the final thing is, in this video I'm going to be doing a little giveaway. I will probably go over it at the end. It's not Code Youth related, and it's just a few bits that I just want to give away to you guys. So yeah, stay tuned for that at the end of the video. But without further ado, I'm just going to get on with the video. So I'm going to go over the Elements collection first. So I'm going to go over the crop hoodies first, because spoiler alert, these are the only things from this range that I would like strongly recommend. Everything else has got just things that I'm not super mad about, but I'll go over that when I get to it. So if you follow me on Instagram, you have already seen these jackets, because I've been living in the cream one. Oh, I've got dirt on the navy one. That's not great. It looks like I've spilt tomato sauce down it. These in the cream colour, and I've also got them in the blue colour. Now let me try and find something that's like white. This sea salt crystals should do. I've had a couple of questions asking about this colour. It is cream, like it's cream. It's not white. So as you can see, you've got the salt there. This is the weirdest comparison I've ever done. It's definitely like a cream, but I actually like this because it's a little bit less stark, and I think it pairs with things really well because it is a little bit like warmer almost. I will run you through the features of these jackets. So branding wise on these, we have these new kind of, they feel almost like rubbery. Like if you look at that, it's got a bit of a stretch to it. It's not like a material tag, how these normally are, but one of these tags on the hood in the center, which just says Alphalete. Then on the inside, you've got a little bit of branding there. You've got the breakdown of the material of this range, which is 71.5% cotton, 22.5% polyester, and 6% spandex. I'll go over the material when I've gone over the features. Little tags on the crop zip hoodie. That's not even going to focus because these are so small, but it just says Alphalete. A little embossing in these little tags here. Then got on the left this very controversial new logo. Some people love it, some people don't like it. I understand why they're going down this road, because it's very, it fits in more with minimal branding, which is what a lot of brands are kind of moving towards. Now, I know that some people think it's ugly, I know that some people think it's too similar to other brands, and I do agree, it looks quite similar to some other brands. There is no denying that. However, it's not the first time that this logo has appeared. Last year I had items like the ultra soft tank dresses had this logo on, so, but maybe it's just because it's on more items this time that it's getting a bit more attention. It has been on products for around, some of the products for around the past like 6-7 months, I want to say, maybe even a bit longer than that. But yeah, some people don't like it, but some people really love it. It seems to be very split based off the messages I've had. What you've got to understand, even if you don't like this, is a lot of people do not want to walk around with Alphalete written, you know, whether it's on the back of their leggings or like on here. Like, some people just don't want branding like that. That's fine, each to their own. Equally, not everyone's gonna like this branding, so you have got a mixture of both on this jacket if it makes anyone feel better. But yeah, I just wanted to address that very quick because I've seen a lot of comments about it. So then on the front, you've got all these like seams around the front of it. The zip comes up quite high, so this comes like up here, and it's almost like a snoody kind of effect at the top if you wear it zipped all the way up. Contrast zips, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I'm a huge fan of. I think it's grown on me more, but I do think I would prefer not to have a cream jumper with black zips. I don't know, something about it. I think I just prefer cream on cream. I like tonal branding though, so that's just my personal preference. You've then got 2 pockets on the inside here, which, yeah, I mean, oh, okay. Okay, my pocket's actually broken. Oops, I didn't realise that. So my zip is actually broken there. Okay. Zips have got the new logo on. These are very discreet, so when it's on you can't really see this black bit down the side unless someone's looking at you from the side. Hoods, you've got like little panels on the back. It's very plain, there's no like branding on the back. At the bottom it comes in with like this seam. It's not like, so the Capital crop zip hoodies, they're like cinched into your waist. These ones don't. Yeah, it's not cinched, there's no like drawstring so you can tighten it. And then just cuffs on the bottom of the sleeve. These are actually like quite big as far as cuffs go, which for this range is out of the ordinary. I'll elaborate on that further in the video when I go over the other products. The only other thing to mention is these zip sleeves that you've got down here, which, I mean, yeah, you've got a lot of pockets, a lot of like hidden pockets, a lot of attention to detail. The only thing that I just think looks a bit meh is the zip. I just think this tag with like this white dots on it, it reminds me of like a suitcase zip. Yeah, I've got these in a size small, which is my normal go-to size when I'm getting hoodies, cropped hoodies, all that sort of stuff. I would say I could actually go down to an extra small, because, you know, there is that little bit more room, and maybe if I had an extra small, the bottom would be a little bit more cinched. But I actually like the way a small fits, so I'm pretty happy with them. But the sizing is definitely interchangeable depending on what kind of fit you want. You can definitely size down if you want to try and have it a bit more cinched at the waist. Equally, you could size up like 1, 2, even 3 sizes if you wanted like a bit more length to it, or a more like super oversized look, because these don't come super oversized. It's just kind of the fit that you would expect from a hoodie sort of thing. But yeah, I've got those in the cream colour and the navy colour. The cream is definitely my favourite. I have been wearing this to death. This with the luxury green balance bra and the old Ivy Amplify shorts is amazing. And if you are into like the Pulse bottoms, this with like a full luxury green set from the Pulse range would look really, really good. This cream just goes with that green really, really well. I'll put in like a little boomerang of that gym outfit that I wore so you can see what it kind of looks like on. I'm gonna insert a clip now that's gonna go over the material a little bit and sort of explain what the material is like, compare it to the kind of performance material and the Very Terry material, so that you can grasp kind of the difference between them all. And I just feel like if I actually show you in comparison to other materials, it's a lot easier to explain basically. So I will pop that clip in now. Let's talk material differences. This is not Alphalete, this is Nikki Studios, but the inside of Nikki Studios is very similar to the performance material, and I don't have a performance hoodie to hand right now, which is why I'm using this. So as you can see, this is like the fluffy, soft, cottony kind of feel. Will molt all over your clothes, but very, very comfortable texture of like Alphalete's performance hoodies. Then you've got the Very Terry, which is like the toweling, rough, not super comfy to be honest, texture. And then we've got the Elements collection, which is completely different. Now, Dan has got some Ralph Lauren joggers. Ralph Lauren joggers are like this. I'm not sure how many of you will have a pair of those, because I feel like it's more of a guy thing. But if any of you do, this is kind of what that feels like. So with the performance and the Very Terry range, the outside is different to the inside, whereas with the Elements range, the outside is what's on the inside. The material is the same on the outside as it is on the inside, so people would look at this and think like a very thick kind of jersey material, and that's kind of what it is, but it feels more structured than just being a thick jersey. I saw people describing them as like scuba material. I know what people mean, but it's definitely not as like spandexy as I think people thought it would be. It's not got that kind of nylon-y spandexy feel. It's very much kind of like a slightly nylon-y spandexy jersey rather than being nylon spandex kind of material situation. It's very, very, very smooth on the inside, so very Terry's rough. This is like fluffy. This is just smooth on the inside. It's flat, there's no texture to it. It's just a flat, soft texture. It's very, very comfortable. In terms of like being lightweight, I would say it's kind of like medium weight. It's not super thin, but it's not super thick and insulated like the performance hoodies are. And it's not this kind of material, like it's very unsimilar to the Very Terry range. In terms of like breathability, it's definitely breathable because I wore this hoodie over me yesterday whilst I was doing legs, and I kept it on for the majority of my session. So it must be pretty breathable, especially because I've got it in size small. There's more room for the air to get around it, and with it being cropped as well, definitely a bit more comfort to it. So it's not going to be, it's not sweat proof though, it will show sweat. You know, it's not like waterproof or anything like that. If you get water on it, it will get wet. I spilled a drink on this the other day and it did get wet. It did get damp, so that's something to be aware of. But in terms of this kind of material, it's definitely more of an athleisure range rather than being, you know, something super performance wear. Fine to chuck these on over you in the gym, but like especially for the joggers in particular, you wouldn't wear those to training like you might the performance joggers or the pro elite joggers. It's definitely more of an athleisure sort of range. The only piece from this range that I've tried that I truly recommend, I am gutted about the zip that I've just realised has like a hole in it, like it's not sewn in properly. It's definitely not being done on purpose because the other side is fully like sewn in. I will probably just ask my dad to sew that up for me, but obviously when you pay in, I've got no idea how much these are going to be, but let's be honest, these are going to be expensive. You kind of don't want it to be coming with any issues that you've got to fix. Just to go over really quick, I know I mentioned the logo earlier. I just want to show you how it's kind of, it's not sewn in, it's a rubber, it's one of the rubber, like the textured risen logos that they've put on a few things. I personally have not had an issue with any of these things sorts of peeling off, all that sort of stuff. I know that some people are concerned about it, but I've never had an issue with my Alphalete logos peeling off. Follow the washing instructions that are on the inside of the garment and you will be absolutely fine. And with all your active wear, do not put it on in the tumble dryer. You need to make sure that you are hanging to dry. Yeah, this is my favourite hoodie that Alphalete have ever done. I really like it. I love this cream colour. So yeah, if you're only picking up one item from this whole drop on March the 26th, that would be what I recommend. You've then got the half sleeve crop hoodies, which I don't have any of. And then we've got the full zip jacket, which I do have. So the material of all these pieces I have gone over in that little clip that I've put in because the material is consistent across every single piece. This is basically a full length version of the previous hoodie, but there are a couple changes. So I've got this in black. Again, we've got this drawstring with like the dots on here. Yeah, the Alphalete logo is on these little tags here. Alphalete logo again on the left side. You've got full sleeves. The cuffs on here are a lot different. Now I've got this jacket, let me double check the size. Okay, I've got this jacket in a size extra small. And I should have sized up to a small for my wrists. Now I'm just gonna show you my wrists, guys. I've got fairly small wrists. I don't have particularly large wrists. I also don't have particularly big ankles, but Alphalete continues to give me a new insecurity about those because all the joggers are always so tight, which I'll get onto when I go over the joggers. This is so uncomfortable in a size extra small. So I would need a small for the cuffs. Like, I would actually strongly recommend, if you want this jacket, there just isn't, like, there's a little bit of stretch to it, but there isn't much. And then you've got this seam at the bottom here, like, there really isn't much stretch to it. It's not completely rigid, but there really isn't much stretch to it at all, and it's incredibly tight. Like, it's not comfortable at all. The sleeves are a good length, but like this cuff thing completely ruins it. I kind of wish that they just put the cuffs that are on the cropped hoodie on these, because this is really, really, really uncomfortable on me personally. Attention to detail is mad. Like, even on these little rings for the drawstring that runs through the hood, it says Alphalete on it. We love it. Alphalete do attention to detail very, very, very well, I will say that. You've got the same zip again on the full length jackets with these little tags here. So you've got Alphalete here on the drawstring that runs through the hood, and then you've also got the Alphalete tags again on the bottom on the main zip of the jacket. It is full in its length. It comes pretty much, yeah, kind of like hip height. You've got these pockets either side. These don't have a zip, so you need to be careful with these because things could quite easily fall out of them. So on the left pocket, it's just like a normal pocket. There's nothing hidden on there. And then on the right hand side, you've got the same pocket again, but it's also got this zip pocket on the inside. These jackets have also got this weird, almost like rubber sticker thing here. I'm not really sure what the purpose of this is. I've just tried to rip it off to see if it's like something that's not meant to be on there, but I'm struggling to get it off, so I feel like I'm meant to leave it. That just looks weird to me. It just looks like you've got a sticker that you've left on your jacket. I don't really get that. And then the Alphalete logo on the hoodie again. So yeah, I would need a size small for my wrists. Like, look, they're not even big, guys. Like, look, the material like wrinkles here in the Skims top in an extra small, and this is like skin tight and it wrinkles. These are making me feel like I've got huge wrists. So I would actually need a size small to wear this comfortably in the arm region. But in terms of how it fits around the stomach area, it's not like, it looks like it's meant to be a tapered fit, but on me it's just not. Now that might be because like I have a smaller waist. If you watch my hauls, you'll know I've got a smaller waist. So with Alphalete's full length jackets, it's very rare that it properly like molds to my waist unless I go down a size, but I could not get a double extra small in this because I would not get my wrists through the cuffs. So it's not very tight on my waist, and honestly from the front, guys, it's just not very flattering on me. It makes me look like a door. Like, I literally look like a door from the front when I wear this. It's not super flattering. This had the potential to be like a Lululemon BBL jacket sort of thing if they just tapered it better around like that sort of region, because I do feel like from the render images that I'm looking at on the brief, they were trying to get that sort of tapered effect, but on me it just doesn't work. Firstly, to wear this comfortably, I would have to size up to a size small. So sizing advice on this, I would say size up, honestly, because the wrist thing is like severe, and it's not going to be super molded to your waist and stuff anyway. So for me, I'd rather it just be like a more oversized fit everywhere. But yeah, in terms of like where I would wear this, I wouldn't wear it to train. Like, I've been wearing the cropped jackets to train and I've been absolutely loving training in them. I wouldn't personally wear this to train. I'd probably wear this to like run errands, all that sort of stuff. But I won't be doing that because the wrists are literally suffocating on me. I don't really recommend it for that reason, because in a small, it's not going to be super flattering on me. It's going to be more of like an not oversized, but like I'm still going to look like a doll, let's be honest. And the wrist thing, like, I don't understand why this keeps happening with multiple products. It always happens with the joggers with me, unless it's like a super oversized fit. And I'm going to go on to the joggers now, so you're going to see what I mean. But I'm kind of sick of it. I'm gonna get a jacket from this range. I definitely recommend a cropped one, even if you're not a cropped person. If you go 1 to 2 sizes up, it's not a super cropped jacket. It kind of comes more like belly button kind of area, and if you go up 1 or 2 sizes, you're gonna get a bit of extra length. You could probably get it like just above hip height, and that's coming from someone that's got a long torso. So if you're gonna get a jacket, I would definitely recommend that you get the crop one over the full length one, for me personally. And then we've got the Women's Elements short sleeve crop. Now I don't have these because I've got so many crops from Alphalete. I was like, I can't justify getting another oversized crop because I do wear them, but I don't wear them enough to warrant having like 20 of those in my wardrobe. From what I'm looking at on here, the material is consistent across every single piece, so yeah, this would be quite interesting actually as a material in a crop top. Women's Elements relaxed short. Now I've got this in the teal colour, and can I just say, I don't know whose idea it was to not do the cropped jacket in the teal colour, but that was a crime. That was a literal crime, because this teal colour is really, really nice. Now it does actually go really well with the cream colour. I just think this goes really well with like bluey greeny kind of shades, if you're looking for like colours to wear it with. But yeah, it really is a shame that they didn't do these in this colour in the jackets, so you can't get like a matching set unless you go for a t-shirt. Now I've got these in a size extra small. Branding wise, you've got the rubber logo here. Again, it's the same again, rubber textured logo. You've got zip pockets at the side. I do really like that these zips are very thin. Like this almost just looks like another seam. Like they are very, very, very well hidden. They're not super bulky zips on the side of the shorts. I think these are very, very cute. Then if I turn them to the side, you can see that you've kind of got like a stepped hem sort of thing going on. So they're a bit like, they kind of come up at the side and then go back down again. So instead of like with the Identity Pro shorts, it fully goes like that. With this, it's more of like a subtle way of doing that, and it's more square. And then on the back, you've got this like rubber elasticy Alphalete tag again. I'm not gonna lie, I do have concerns about this because it feels like, oh my god, that's what it feels like. It feels like a resistance band, like a rubber resistance band. I do have concerns about how this is going to hold up, but I can't say for sure because I've only had these products for a few days. Now I've got these in a size extra small. Couple things to go over. First of all, these have no drawstring. Like even on the inside there is no drawstring, so you can't adjust these. They are a 3.5 inch inseam. So I didn't find these to be like batty riding shorts. They're fine, they're a good length, they're not super, you don't need to be concerned about having, you know, your ass hanging out basically. They're a good length, even in an extra small on me. I wouldn't need to size up for extra length or anything like that, which sometimes can happen with their more loungewear shorts. It says that these are a relaxed fit, and I would actually completely agree. They're not super tight, they're not super oversized. They're definitely more flattering than like the Very Terry shorts, but for me, in terms of Alphalete shorts that you don't work out in, they're active. Is it the active short? Like the essential short, the core short, I think that's what it's called. Their essential shorts for me are the best like loungewear, the most flattering loungewear kind of short that Alphalete do. I don't think these are particularly flattering, and I have to be honest, one of my main issues with all the trousers that I'm going to show you from this collection is this waistband. I just think it's quite ugly. Like it's very thick, don't get me wrong, and it's got a lot of stretch to it, but it's not compressive really, and you can't tighten it. So if you are getting these and you want to size up for like a more oversized fit, do be aware that you can't adjust the size of the waist on these. I just think this waistband is super unflattering. Again, like the jacket, it just kind of makes me look super boxy. I just don't think they're a particularly flattering short, and I'm quite sad because when I got these, I thought these would be like my airport outfit, but it looks like I'm gonna be probably result into the essential shorts again. And I'm gutted because I really, really like this colour, and I kind of wanted to wear this to the airport when I go to Thailand, but yeah, it is what it is. If you like this kind of fit in a short, go for it. Like they're not a bad quality product. I always like to say, when you know, I don't have any concerns about this product like breaking or, you know, being bad quality. It's definitely a good quality product. All these pieces feel good quality, none of them feel cheap, but I just don't think this is the most flattering short in my opinion. Alphalete's essential short is something that I would choose to wear over this. Also, this seam on the front can be a little bit camel toe on me. I've got a long torso, like I said, so I tend to have to like pull things up a bit higher to get my belly button covered, and when I do that I do get a little bit of a situation at the front. So yeah, definitely not my favorite short that Alphalete do. Not a bad quality product, worth trying if you like the look of them, but not something that I will personally be getting my use out of, which is sad because I really like this colour, but it is what it is. Okay, then we're going to go over the more high-waisted jogger that they are doing, which is the Women's Elements Relaxed Cuffed Jogger. Now, I've got these in the tan colour. Dan just came back from work, so I had to pause because I'm a child and I can't film in front of other people. So as I was saying, I've got these in the tan colour. Now, there's one like colour faux pas that I just cannot get on board with, and that's tan with black. I just really don't like nude and black together, or like beige and black. I'm not a fan, so I wish that this branding had either been tonal or like a creamy sort of colour. I just don't like tan with black. That's just a personal preference kind of thing though. Again, on the pockets on these, it's got these like black sticker things. I don't get the purpose of these. Looking on the information to see what these are, it's tape reinforcement. Personally, I just think it looks like you've left a sticker on a piece of clothing, but hey, what do I know? So yeah, I've got these in a size, let me double check the size so I don't get this wrong. So I got these in a size extra small. Fit wise, they're kind of, well yeah, they're a relaxed fit. They're not super oversized like their essential oversized jogger or their varsity jogger. I would say these fit quite similar in terms of like how big they are on the leg to sort of like the Very Terry joggers. It's just more of a relaxed fit rather than oversized. If you want these super oversized, or at least an oversized kind of look, definitely go up 1 or 2 sizes. Like I said, I've got these in an extra small, but I would personally prefer these in a small. I'm sorry, I just really don't like this waistband. I think it's really ugly. Like, it looks frilly and I just really don't like it. It's quite a tall waistband, so if I compare like the shorts for example, it's got like, it's taller, but it's like a very thick waistband. It's got stretch to it. It's not super compressive, but unlike the shorts, you do have a drawstring on the inside of these. These are just cloth drawstrings. There's no branding on these. Like I've said throughout this video, Alphalete normally do attention to detail very well. I think attention to detail has been missed here. I know that they're on the inside on this, but there's multiple things, for example the shorts that I'm going to show you that Alphalete do with drawstrings on the inside where they put the branding on the inside. To me, this just feels like something that's been like overlooked or skipped over. And also these kind of drawstrings, these flat ones, I hate anyway, because I find that when I put things like this in the washing machine, these always end up coming out and I can't rethread them for the life of me. Like, if you look at how big the thing is where the drawstrings come out of, there's quite a lot of room for it to come out, so that's just something to bear in mind. You've got a pocket on the back of these. There is no, there's no zip pockets on these. They're all just normal pockets. The cuff on the bottom of these, again, right, I'm not being funny or anything, look at my ankle, right? I just want us to like look at my ankle and just deep it. Let's just deep this. I do not have large ankles. I think I've got pretty normal ankles, and I also don't have big calves. I've got no calves. Like, it's a joke. When I record myself in the gym and I see what the bottom half of my legs look like, I think, oh my god, that's actually embarrassing. I've got no calves, and I've got really like skinny ankles, which is low-key an insecurity of mine, because that's why I always wear like longer socks in the gym now. But that's a story for another day. Alphalete joggers always so tight on my calf area or on the cuff area. These are so uncomfortable on the bottom for me. I would definitely, even fit wise, like, I know it says that these are like relaxed oversized fit, but for me personally, if you want them to be like a proper oversized fit, I would definitely go up a size, and I would have to go up to a size small to be able to wear these anyway. because of how tight this cuff is on my ankle. It's so uncomfortable, and this seam at the bottom here, like it literally, like, because if you look on the inside, it's like quite a thick seam. It's really quite uncomfortable. I wore these the other day just to go and do some errands and stuff, and I literally was getting pain in my ankle calf area. So yeah, these aren't super tight on my calves because they've got that like oversized kind of fit to them, but yeah, I would definitely personally size up in these just for my ankle. Material wise, the material on these is the exact same as the rest of the range. So when I spoke about the material at the start, that is the same for all of the material. These are definitely not my favourite jogger that Alphalete do. I don't like the waistband, and the cuff at the bottom is ridiculously tight. Yeah, these are just not my cup of tea. They're very, very, very high-waisted, so if you like a high-waisted jogger, maybe these are for you. I don't personally get a camel toe in these because of how high-waisted they are. Like I said, I'm a long torso gal, and they're very high-waisted. Like, there's a lot of crotch there, so I personally don't get a camel toe in these because I don't have to pull them up super high to cover my belly button. But I don't think they're particularly flattering on the bum region. I don't think they're very flattering on like the torso region on me. I just don't think they're my personal cup of tea, and they're very uncomfortable on my ankle. If you've got super, 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 super tiny ankles, you'll be fine staying with your normal size. But honestly, for most people, purely because of the ankle issue, I would go up a size. They're meant to be an oversized fit anyway. They're not meant to be like a legging kind of fit jogger, so they won't look weird if you do go up a size, because I do recognise that you know, some of the design things, it's just not my cup of tea. It might be some people's cup of tea, but for me personally, it's not my cup of tea. But if you are getting them, unless you've got really tiny ankles, and I mean, I think I've got quite small ankles, I would recommend that you go up a size. If I'm squinting a bit, it's because I'm sat in front of a massive fucking window. Look that I have from the Elements drop is the Elements Zip jogger. Now this is the jogger that I've seen most people speaking about. It's the jogger that I've seen most people wearing. So the waistband on these, I've got these in a small because I thought, because I always have the issue with the ankles or like calf region, in a more, these are a more like tapered legging kind of fit, so more similar to like the premium joggers and the Pro Elite joggers that they used to do, more of like that kind of fit. And I know now that I prefer a small in those, so I got a small in these. Let me just show you for comparison the waistband on the high waist one compared to the waistband on these ones. So it's a lot lower, and as you can see, this just looks so bulky and like frilly, whereas yes, it's got the same detail on these ones, but it doesn't look so, you know, frilly. Like, to me, this just kind of looks more like a normal waistband. Details wise, you've got these little ringlets at the front here which say Alphalete. We love to see the attention to detail. I've just noted on the PDF that these like little dots are reflective. That's cool, but I still don't like them. It reminds me of suitcase zip tag sort of things. And then yeah, you've got the Alphalete branding on the little tags at the bottom again. So yeah, the waistband has a drawstring. You've got the Alphalete logo in that resistance band kind of material at the back. You've got the embossed logo. I really like that it's in white on the navy. I really, really like it. If you look at like the launch brief, you'll see what colour the branding is on each piece, but I like that this is white. I'm not sure why this is black and this is white, but I like that this is white on the navy. I think it looks really nice. They just come down into like, yeah, they're a very tapered fit jogger, completely different fit to the other ones I've just shown you. They're more kind of like a legging kind of fit. And waist wise on these, I'll insert a clip actually so I can show you better. Let me just add it to my notes to do that. Yeah, just to show you the two Elements joggers that are launching. As you can see, more of an oversized fit on the higher waist ones, more of a tapered fit on the lower waist ones. I think
this probably isn't like a true representation of the difference between extra small and a small, because this is meant to sit a little bit lower, so it's going to be wider anyway, whereas because these are high-waisted, they obviously want them to sit like right on your waist, so it's going to be a bit more cinched. But this is the difference between an extra small in the high-waisted ones and a small in the more like low-waisted ones. And you can also see the difference in like the waistbands there. Yeah, neither are my favourite joggers that Alphalete have ever done, but just a little comparison there. And if we go like crotch to crotch, let me pull this down. If we go like crotch to crotch, you can pretty much see, one second, I've just lined up the crotches. You can pretty much see that there is like a big difference between how high-rise these are. It's almost like the full width of the bigger waistband minus like the bottom tier bit. So yeah, these are definitely more of like a I would say they're more like a low to medium waist kind of jogger. And another difference between these two is, which I think is because this is a darker material, is that these joggers feel a little bit more slick, almost like a bit more like spandexy than the darker colour, but the same blend of materials, so that's probably more of a dyeing process sort of thing rather than being about anything else. You've got these kind of seams on the back to kind of shape the glutes. You've got a seam down the back, seam down the front. You've got a lot of seam detailing on these. So you've got these kind of like panels. You've got pockets at the side here. These do not have the tape reinforcing on them, thank God, because I'm just not a fan of that. There is no pockets on the back. Yeah, and then that's pretty much it. The seam at the bottom, it's not like a big cuff or anything, it's just kind of like a flat seam, and then you've got a zip here. Now, I mean, so you can go like that with the bottom of the jogger. Each to their own. For me personally, I don't see why anyone's going to use that unless they're going paddling in the sea. Me personally, I'd just pack a bikini. I appreciate that it's a nice little, you know, attention to detail, but I just don't really see the point of having the zip on the bottom there. In terms of like the waist of like where these come up to, these come up below belly button on me, and I can't pull them up any higher, so these hit below belly button on me. Bear in mind I am long torso, but that's kind of where these hit, and I don't personally get a camel toe issue in these because I just can't pull them up high enough. Now I've got these in a size small, like I said, because I am aware that these kind of fit joggers from Alphalete, they're always super tight on my calves and my ankle, and I'm not sure why, because like I said, I don't have big calves or a big ankle. The size small is ridiculously tight still, so I would actually need to go up to a medium for these to be like comfortable for me to wear. It's just frustrating because I know full well that if I'm having these issues as someone with relatively small ankles, and I am team no calves, I don't understand what people are meant to do who actually have like a bigger ankle or a bigger calf. Like if you look at it, this is what the material's like it does have a bit of stretch to it, but it's not a ton of stretch, and because there's so many seams on these, everything just feels like reinforced and like very structured. So I would actually need a medium in those for those to be like a comfortable fit on me, because even in a small, they kind of fit like leggings, I'm not gonna lie. Even at the top, they're still a bit tighter. I definitely think that these fit small because like I've tried size smalls in the Identity joggers and they're fine. So I definitely think that these joggers in particular run small. So I would say you need to size up in these joggers personally. Just super tight, and like, to be honest, thank God they've got the zip detail on the bottom, because it makes taking them off and getting them on a lot easier for me. But then when they're zipped up, they're just uncomfortable to wear. So, and for me personally, the point of joggers is for them to be comfortable. I'm a jogger girl. I've literally got joggers on right now. These are from Urban Outfitters. It's not for me. I just think they're both really quite unflattering on me. I just don't think they're the most flattering jogger in the world. These could do with being, I know that not everything needs to be high-waisted, but these could definitely do with being a little bit more high-waisted, because where they sit is just, it's not particularly flattering. So I would probably pick these if I had to, but Alphalete definitely have joggers that I prefer over these. The Identity range joggers, when they had the Varsity joggers, I loved those. The Very Terry joggers, and some of their like smarter looking joggers, like the more performance material ones, I would go for any of those over these personally. Okay, then moving on to the Infinity range. So there are a couple of bits that I got from this. I didn't get loads because it's not my favorite range from Alphalete, and I didn't want to get things that I'm not going to wear. For example, the women's EXP tech jacket, the Infinity jackets. If you go to my first daily vlog of this year, I reviewed those jackets in there. The only difference between those ones and the ones that are dropping now, obviously there's new colourways which I'll put on the screen, is the fact that they've got rid of like the really obnoxious, let's be honest, branding down the sleeve. They had a massive Alphalete down the sleeve, and they've got rid of that and they've replaced it with just the little new logo on the side there. Said I already have a few of those jackets. They're not my cup of tea, so I didn't want to add to it, but they are the exact same as the previous jackets that dropped. If you want a review on those, I have reviewed them and it's in that video. Something that I haven't reviewed before, which is a brand new product from Alphalete, is the women's Infinity Stride short with liner. So I've got this in the arcade pink colour, which I love this colour. This is in a few items in this drop and I really like this pink. It's like a very, I'm going to do colour comparisons on my Instagram, so follow me on there, because I just find it so much easier to focus on like the actual products in my videos and then do colour comparisons on Instagram, and I'll save it to a highlight. So follow me on there for colour comparisons, because that's where I'm going to be doing those. And I'll also compare these to the Active short when I go home, because I'm living in Leeds now. When I go to my mum and dad's house, I will grab a pair of the Active running shorts to compare these two as well, and I will also do that on Instagram. Yeah, so these are like a running short. They've got this waistband, which is pretty standard, hidden drawstring on the inside, which is the flat one again. This looks so much better than the flat drawstring that's inside the Elements high waist joggers. Like, that branding I think looks, oh, there we go. That branding I think looks really cool. I really like it. Pink tags, which also look really cute, that say Alphalete on them. So yeah, you can adjust the waist on these. I've got these in a size extra small, and for me personally, the extra small is fine. I would say to stay true to size with these shorts. You've got reflective, like a little reflective strip here. They come up at the side, much like the Identity shorts do. I think the Active shorts did as well. And then underneath, so with the Active shorts, it's a mesh liner, and with these, it's like a nylon spandex hot pan tight liner underneath. So you can see there, it's like a full-on short, which, yeah, I definitely prefer the liner on these to the mesh one on the Active shorts. Branding wise, there's nothing really on the front, and then on the back in reflective, you've just got Alphalete Athletics, which I really like. I like the branding on these, it's nice and subtle. You do have a seam at the front, you've got a seam at the back. I do get a little bit of a camel toe of these, I'm not gonna lie, because for me to pull them up to my belly button on me, they go a little bit camel toe-y, but they're not super short. When I do that, my bum's not out. They've got a 3-inch inseam, so yeah, they're fine like lengthwise. It's just something to be aware of if you've got a longer torso. Maybe try going up a size just to make sure that when you're wearing them, if you're uncomfortable about camel toe, they're as comfortable as they can be for you. Pockets on the side. The pocket is only on one side, and it's really well hidden. I'm really digging these super well hidden pockets, so you can definitely, there's enough room to fit a phone in there. Again, I love that all of this is pink, like it hides it really well. I'm glad that they did that and they didn't do like black on pink or something like that. They're like a waterproof windbreaker kind of material. If you've got anything from the Infinity range, it is that material in the overlay, and then underneath, like I said, it's more of like a nylon-y spandex black hot pants short situation. Like I said, I've got these in an extra small, and I find these fine in an extra small. They're just a little bit I would be intrigued to try a size small, but I do think a small would then be a bit too like it'd look a bit ridiculous on my legs. I think it would be a bit too balloony. I personally would say to stay true to size of these unless you're long torso like me and super bothered about camel toe, in which case try going up a size. Yeah, I don't have a ton to say on these. They're not like something that I'm gonna wear loads. I'll probably wear them like around the apartment and stuff, but they're not so, I'm not a runner. Like, these are like a running short. If you're into running and all that sort of stuff, these will be perfect for you. I'm not a runner, I'm not a track star, so I won't get a ton of use out of these, but I did want to try these to see how similar they were to the active short. And what I will say is, with this overlay, it's got like not a ton of stretch to it, but it does have like a little bit of stretch to it, which the active shorts definitely didn't. So yeah, I think these are definitely better than the active shorts in my opinion. So if you are into running and all that sort of stuff, I definitely would recommend trying these out. Part of the Infinity range, I've just got 2 more items. So these are coming in a full length version and a cropped version, and of course Little Miss Attention Whore over here went for the cropped version. Now, I didn't actually realise which t-shirts these were until they came, and then I was like, because they didn't look quite as like capped at the sleeve as the Velocity t-shirts that I tried before, but they're the exact same. So these have dropped before. It's the Velocity tee, so I won't spend too much time going over them, but they're basically like a very thin jersey material, a lot of stretch to it. You've got the branding on the front here, so you've got black logo on the white logo on the black. The sleeves are like cut off at like a really, it's a very unique point. Not many tops and t-shirts are cut off at that point. And it's kind of like a raw hem, so it kind of rolls. Then at the back you've got, it's all like mesh, so it's good for like ventilation and stuff. And the hem at the bottom is like curved. Crop wise, these hit like just above the belly button, so they're not super cropped. They're definitely a more comfortable crop. I've got this in the resin colour and I've got it in the black colour. Now, to show you the difference between the resin and the cream, they're pretty much the exact same. The cream is just a little bit darker. The resin is definitely like, it's not a bright white, but it's definitely a lot brighter than the cream colour. It's kind of like an off-white. It's like if you were painting your house white but you didn't want like clinical white, you'd probably go for a colour like this. So yeah, I wear these in an extra small. I don't need to size up, I don't need to size down. These fit true to size. You don't need to size up or size down in these. You are all good. And I've actually shown in the try on clip, I was like, I want to work out a way to wear these because I don't want to be wasteful. And what I ended up doing is kind of rolling the sleeve into more of like a straight up like shoulder thing, and tucking the bottom under, just because I'm not a huge fan of like the curved hem at the bottom, and I find it kind of, because I'm quite like lean in that region, it kind of just like dips off after my boobs, because my boobs are a bit bigger. Actually rolled it up at the bottom and rolled the sleeves up, and I definitely prefer how that looks, and I'm glad that I do, because now I've got a way that I can wear these. Like, I'm gonna go get my nails done when I've finished filming this video today, and I think I'm definitely probably gonna wear one of these with some joggers to my appointment, but I'm gonna wear it how I've shown you in the try on clip. So if you like this kind of material, because they are really nice and they're very soft, stretchy, comfortable, and I really like, this is the first top that they've done with the logo like central like that. I personally like it, and it's in that like rubber logo texture again. I personally like it, so I'm glad that I've found a way that I can wear these so that I'm not being a wasteful girl. But yeah, you can also get those in the long version, so if you're not a cropped girl, there is a longer version for you to try. I'm just scrolling through the men's, let me get past those. So I'm going to go over the Pulse range now. When I'm talking about this, I'm going to insert some clips to show you the previous Pulse range compared to this range, and the truth is pretty much everything is the exact same, and if it's not, I have told you about it in those little clips, because I always like to make sure, even if it's like a slight difference, which there was with like, for example, the Kinetic bras, that you guys are aware of it and you know what you're getting yourselves into. So the Pulse range, I've already done a full review of like everything, so I'm not gonna go super in depth with like the material and all that sort of stuff because I've kind of already done it. Just getting a little bit like messy to show you stuff with the lighting. I'm gonna have to bully Dan into getting blinds because I can't fill my holes like this. Like, it's really annoying and it's probably not an enjoyable experience for you guys when I'm constantly moving around. So I do apologise, but I've just got to basically follow where the sun is not, because otherwise you cannot see shit. The Pulse range, it's a very slick material. The blend of this material is 78% nylon, 22% elastane. So it's a very, like, it's their only range really that's not got a cottony feel to it. So like Amplify, it's that like performance, like seamless, the classic like seamless kind of material. Surface collection, Alpha Lux collection, it's got that cottony kind of feel to it. This is like shiny, slick. It's like the more traditional workout kind of material, which I have to be honest, it's not my cup of tea. This range, the bottoms in particular, are probably some of my least favourite leggings that Alphalete do. They're just not my cup of tea. It's not what I like to wear in the gym, and I will go over that in like a bit more detail, but just to briefly sum it up, it's a low compression material. It's very stretchy in the bottoms, it's slick, it's slippery, it slides, it's, I mean, yeah, like you can see what that kind of material is. Like, if I go like that, I feel like when you hear it, you kind of know. But if you want like, and I think I compared the materials and stuff in my original Pulse haul, so I will leave that linked down below. So to go into this, I have got the Women's Pulse Surge bra. I got another one of these. It wasn't my favourite bra last time, but I got another one of these to see if they'd made any changes, and as you will see, I've just laid the old Surge bra that I've got on top of the new one. They are the exact same. They're both a size extra small. They're the exact same. There is no differences between the last launch of these and the new ones. They didn't make any changes. So yeah, this is a very high neckline sports bra. It cuts down kind of here, so it's a very like halter neck kind of fit. At the back, you've just got a racer back with the Alphalete signature logo. They've got so many logos now, I'm struggling to keep up, but it's like rubber and it's tonal. Love that they've done tonal branding on this. I think it looks gorgeous. They did it with the last Pulse range that they did, and I definitely think it's the way to go in terms of, whoa, why can you literally not see shit? Okay, we're back over here now because the light has just decided to go super dark over there again. Yeah, I love that they've done tonal branding on these. I think the tonal branding looks gorgeous. It's definitely my favourite kind of branding that Alphalete do. Like I said, it's a stick-on rubber logos. I've never had an issue with any of these. You just need to be very, very careful with washing them and make sure that you follow the washing instructions. Do not tumble dry these. Do not put an iron over the logo. It will stick to the iron and it will come off. So just make sure that you're following the washing and the care instructions, and with these, if you are doing all of that, honestly, you should be fine. I see no reason why you would have an issue. The Surge bra pretty much summed up. This is definitely a like medium to high support sports bra. It's very, 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 very supportive. It's got this little cutout detail at the front, and it's definitely a slightly like longer line bra from Alphalete. I've got this in an extra small, and yeah, you need to size up in this bra, guys. Like, I am normally an extra small in most Alphalete bras because they tend to run a little bit bigger. I'm a 32DD, but they tend to normally run a little bit bigger, so I always get an extra small. I cannot wear this, like, it's so uncomfortable. It's really, really tight around the trap area. It like bulges here, which we all have back fat, guys. It happens. If you're wearing something tight, it's probably going to bulge a little bit, but like, it's an excessive amount of bulge. Like, it's just too tight because these seams around the edge here are pretty tight. And this bottom bit is just super like tight and unflattering. So if you are going to get one of these bras, you definitely need to size up. These are not sweat proof. They will show sweat. This is your cup of tea. Go for it, go up a size. Not my favourite bra that Alphalete do, probably one of my least favourite bras. Then moving on to another bra that Alphalete do, which is one of my favourite bras that they do. I think when I did the Pulse haul last time, my favourite bra was the Kinetic bra. It's definitely been taken over by the Balance bra now. Like, these bras are just so flattering. So with these, you've got more of like a square kind of neckline, which not many of the Alphalete sports bras have, but it's super flattering. It's not super low cut, it's not super high cut, it's kind of just like bang in the middle, and it sits really beautifully. The straps come up like this because of the cut of it. It's kind of like halter neck. You've got like a skinny racer back at the back, and then you've got the Alphalete tonal branding at the front on these ones. They do come with padding, which you can take out, and there's also like a sewing down the middle here so that the pads stay separated, and when you put them in the washing machine they don't like go over the other side. Band here at the bottom is quite like thick, so if I show, I don't know, it's not really showing up on camera how thick this seam is here, but it's a very thick seam like on the Trinity bra, but on these it's not super uncomfortable. So I've got this in a couple of colours. I've got it in the chestnut colour, I've got it in luxury green, and I've got it in the tartan red colour. These are all quite, I want to say unique, especially this colour. Like, Alphalete hasn't really done a colour like this before. It's kind of like a dark mustard tan colour. Now in terms of what you're going to wear this with, I'm not going to lie, it is quite hard to pair with things, but if you're wearing anything kind of neutral, this looks quite good with mocha actually, because it has a kind of like brown tinge to it. But yeah, it is quite hard to pair with, so just something to bear in mind if you're not going to get a matching set. I wouldn't say this is the most versatile colour you can get. I normally, so in the last video that I did, I got these in an extra small and I said I would size up. The issue that I normally have with a size small in Alphalete is the band. If I go up a size small, the band just doesn't stick to my ribs, like it flares out, and it just, I mean, it's just pointless then, because like it's just flapping in the wind and there's like not much support there. But this time I decided to order extra small and small, and I'll put a clip in now so you can see the difference between the two. I'm going to pop this in here to show you the difference between an extra small Balance bra and a small. So there's not a huge difference between the two, but the difference does make the world of difference. For me, I really regret just only getting the red in a size small. I should have got all of the colours in a size small, especially the green, because I love the green the most. But yeah, this little bit of extra room makes all the difference, and a small is definitely the size that I would go for in these bras now. It just gives me that extra bit of comfort up here, because before, this bit in an extra small is like really tight and really, it's uncomfortable when I've worn it for a few hours, and the band underneath can get quite a bit restrictive, and also this bit here can dig into your boobs a bit much. Now in the small, this bit does still like dig into my boobs a bit, but it's not uncomfortable, and I definitely prefer a small. So if you found with the Balance bras last time that they were too small but you're scared to size up, don't be. There's not a ton between it, but that difference really will make all the difference. So I would definitely say size up in the bras for the Balance bra. And if you are wondering about this red colour and how red it is, this is it compared to the Alpha Lux copper colour, I think it's called. And then I've got a really old pair of bright red halos. So just a little colour comparison. I'm not doing tons in this video, but you can see it's like a muted dull red, rather than being like a copper. It's not a copper, and it's not a true bright red. It's definitely more of a dull burn red sort of colour. I recommend these. They're so flattering. They make your boobs look so good. They're like a medium support. They're definitely one of Alphalete's more supportive bras because of how tight they fit. Even in a small, I get a good amount of support in these, so I would say medium, verging on high support for me personally in these bras. I love them. They're a bit more of a shorter line than some of Alphalete's sports bras, but yeah, I love these. I think they're super flattering. And also this luxury green colour is my favourite colour in the Pulse range. Like, this with dark hair looks so good, and it pairs beautifully with the Ivy Amplify. Now as you can see, They're not the same colour, like they're not the same colour, there is a difference. But the Ivy Amplify, this bra, and the cream crop jacket, I'm going to put a boomerang in, it's a sick fit. Like, it looks so good. I literally cannot recommend this combination enough. Alphalete Bring Back Amplify, because it's such a gorgeous shade of green. I love this combination together. If you have Ivy Amplify, get this bra. Get the luxury green balance bra and thank me later. We then have the Kinetic bra, which last time was my favourite bra. It's still a really nice bra, but I've just found that I haven't reached for it as much as my balance ones when I realised how much I like them. So I've got this in the Arcade Pink colour. Again, you've got the square kind of fit at the top. I've compared this to an old Pulse bra so you can see that. I'm going to insert it now because there is like a slight difference. Interestingly, with the Kinetic bra, there is actually a little bit of a difference between the old ones and the new ones. So these are laid like flat on top of each other. You can see that the seams are all lined up there. The new ones, the neckline is ever so slightly higher, just something to be aware of. And size wise, these are both a size extra small, and the new extra small is a tiny bit bigger. I still wouldn't go down to a double extra small personally, but something to be aware of if this much difference would make a difference to your sizing. Yeah, I have this in an extra small. I personally would stay true to size in these. If you are very small chested, definitely you can size down, because these definitely do run a little bit bigger. But if you have boobs, I would honestly stay true to size. I know some people say size down, but for me personally, I would just stay true to size. Again, you've got the separating stitching to separate the padding on the inside. I take the padding out. The straps come up like this, and then at the back is like the selling point of this bra, because it's one of Alphalete's most flattering backs of a bra. The straps at the top kind of come down into two, and then they split into four at the bottom with this like joining panel here. I think this is a really flattering bra. If you it against the balance bra, you can see that the Kinetic bra is definitely a more longer line bra, and it's a little bit of a higher neckline. You can just tell from how much extra length there is there. So if you want something that's a little bit longer, a little bit higher in the neck, definitely for you. It's got these seams down the side. It's a very nice sports bra, I cannot lie. So really good sports bra. I need to compare this pink to like the pinks of like Revivals, the Paradise Pink. I need to do those comparisons, so I'll do those on Instagram, like I said. Make sure you're following me. But yeah, support wise on this, I find this to be the least supportive bra, which kind of makes sense because it's so open at the back. I would rate this as like low to medium support, fine for weightlifting, but I wouldn't want to be doing any like crazy jumping around in this bra. I definitely do recommend this bra, but if you're only getting one, definitely get the balance one, and if you're going to get two, try a Kinetic one as well, because I do really love these bras. So that is another thing that I would actually recommend from this launch if you are getting anything. I just got this in the luxury green colour. It's the cropped zip pulse tank. I've got the label hanging out there, I need to cut that off. I get these in an extra small. These fit true to size. You don't need to size up, you don't need to size down in these. Your normal size will be fine. You have the quarter zip at the front with the little Alphalete logo on the zipper. It comes up nice and high if you want to zip it all the way up, but for me personally, it looks ridiculous on me. So the sun is fucking changing again. For me personally, it just looks a bit stupid zipped all the way up, so I like to wear it zipped down. In terms of what bras you can wear underneath this, the back, it has like this kind of cut out at the side, but all Alphalete's bras do tend to fit well under this. Obviously you wouldn't want to be trying to put the Surge bra under it, but if you want to wear the Kinetic bra, the Balance bra, the Tri bras, they fit well underneath it, so you don't need to worry about that. It's a very thin layering of the Pulse material. It's not a thick throw over. It is cropped. You've got the Alphalete signature logo at the side there, internal branding. It kind of comes to about belly button height, so it's not super cropped. It's not supportive. You do need to wear a bra with it if you're going to train, because it doesn't offer any support just on its own. It's not sweat proof, it will show sweat. This range does show sweat. If you sweat in it, it will show. They're the exact same as the ones that launched last time, so there isn't a ton to say. The only thing I will say is now that obviously, this is why it's quite hard sometimes with Alphalete hauls, because you've only got a few days, and like, I really raved about these last time, and I definitely recommend them. They're definitely cute, they look good, but I thought I'd get a lot more use out of them than I have. I've barely worn mine. So just something to bear in mind, because I am quite conscious of, I think we should all buy things that we're going to actually use, not buy things for the sake of having it there as an option but you're only going to wear it like once a year sort of thing. So just something to bear in mind. I haven't got as much use out of these as I thought I would, but they're a very nice piece. They're a good quality piece, there's no glaring quality issues. I do recommend them, but I just haven't worn mine as much as I thought I would. It's a shame, but there's other things that I would rather wear over this. So yeah, that's just something to bear in mind. And then we have the women's Pulse jacket. I've got this in the obscure grey colour. Not really sure why this is called obscure grey, because like this is stone grey. One second, this is a stone grey colour, this is obscure grey. This is not grey, this is like a dark chocolatey, almost got a hint of purple in it, brown. Like this is not grey, it's a purpley brown sort of colour. So it is a very obscure grey, because it's not fucking grey. So the Pulse jackets, I have reviewed these before. It's the same material as the little cropped tank that I've just shown you, so it's a very like thin version of the Pulse material. These are cropped, they're a little bit longer than the cropped zip tanks that I've just shown you. These hit around belly button height, so they're not too much longer, they just have a little bit extra length, I find. Alphalete tonal branding on the side there. I love this tonal branding. I love the Pulse range for that reason. Like, I'm dead into the tonal branding. I love it. So I think that looks really cute. You've got the full long sleeves, and then you've got the cuffs at the end with a little thumb hole. It zips all the way up to the top. You've got some nice seams at the front. Yeah, I've reviewed these before, so I won't spend too much on them. They're very thin, they're very lightweight, they're very breathable. If you wanted to train in this, you definitely could, because it's lightweight enough to do so. But for me personally, these are more of a running errands jacket. If I'm going to train in something, I'd rather train in something that's a bit more oversized. The only top I really train in from Alphalete that's jackety is the seamless pullover, because I find it like very, very comfortable to train in. On the zip also, you've got the little signature Alphalete logo. So yeah, this is definitely a performance material. You can wear it in the gym. It says it's sweat wicking, but it will show sweat. Like, it will show sweat, but it does dry quick, like I said before. Yeah, I wear these in an extra small. I don't think you need to size up or size down in these. The only thing, again, Alphalete, you are giving me new insecurities by the hour. These, and I said this last time, this here, this cuff here, so tight. This room for your wrist here, yeah, it's stretchy, but like it's a very small amount of room. And this thumb hole has like a hard seam on the inside, which when you've worn it for a little while, let me tell you, it's so uncomfortable. When I've worn my white and black ones before for like a few hours and I've had my thumbs through the holes, I actually get marks, and like it's almost feels bruised. Like, that's how tight it fits around my thumb. It's not quite as tight, like skin tight fit, as like the Amplify seamless jackets or the Trace jackets, because this, as you'll see in the try and clip, it kind of bags away from my stomach at the bottom. They're not quite as skin tight, they've got a bit more room in them, so I'm not sure I would want to try a small. But this situation, I know that they order things like months and months in advance, so they'd probably already maybe ordered this Pulse lot before they even launched it originally, so maybe they've not had time to take feedback into account. But like this thumb hole, it's very, very, very uncomfortable, and it's frustrating because I like the jacket, and I do recommend it. But if you want to use the thumb holes, unless you've got tiny, tiny thumbs, I think you're going to find it quite uncomfortable. Yeah, I really, really like this colour though. I wish I'd got more stuff from this range in this colour, because I think it's going to pair really well with mocha. It's like a deep chocolate brown with almost like a hint of purple in it. I'm not getting grey from this, I'm not gonna lie, so it's definitely an obscure grey, like I said. Okay, and then there's the women's Pulse Surge legging, which I'm just gonna leave below linked my review of the Pulse range originally with the timestamp for those leggings, because I didn't pick any up this time because I don't like them. They're just gonna sit under my bed. I'm not gonna use them. I don't like those leggings from Alphalete. That is probably my least favourite product that Alphalete have ever done. I don't like the leggings. I don't think they're flattering. There's nothing about those leggings that I like, to be honest. So I will leave that review below so you can go back and watch that. But I decided not to pick any up because, as you've seen from this range already, the items have stayed the same. They're just in different colours. So there was no point in me getting a new colour in an item that I'm never going to get use out of. And I've already reviewed them and said everything I think about them. Not a fan, probably my least favourite legging that Alphalete do. I did, however, pick up a pair of the Kinetic leggings in the luxury green colour, because who did I see these on? It was either Gabby or Katie Craig, I'm not sure. She's like a TikTok fitness girl. And I just thought, even though they're not my favourite, even though they're not my favourite leggings, I kind of just want like a matching set. The situation over there is just doing my absolute sweet nutting and the lighting is horrific, so we've moved. So like I was saying, I've just put these down in some protein powder. The Kinetic leggings have got these like 2 seams on the back, which kind of act like very weak boning, like the boning that you weird word. The boning that you would get in like a corset, but like a weird version. Like these seams are described as like reinforced seams, and they definitely are, because they help to kind of like shape the legging, if that sort of makes sense. You've got the Alphalete logo on the back, a V on the back there with a back seam to separate those cheeks. No front seam on these, and then yeah, these kind of seams just run down the side of the leggings. They're a full length legging. These come to like just above the ankle on me, but do bear in mind that I've got a long torso, so I have to pull the leggings up a bit more, and then I do also like to just pull a bit more material to the top of the legging. For me personally, that's how I like to wear my leggings. So I've got these in a size extra small, and I wouldn't size up or size down. However, in sizes, you should definitely stick with your size down. Like for me personally, I can wear an extra small or a small in most stuff. It depends how I want it to fit, but I wouldn't even attempt to try a small in these because they would be too big. So if you are between sizes, go with the size down would be my advice, but other than that, stay true to size. Sweatproof, these are not a sweatproof legging. The material, like I said, it dries quick, but it's not sweatproof. Yeah, these are not a sweatproof legging. They are going to show sweat. They're that like nylon spandex kind of material. They are going to show sweat. These will not pill. Pilling was something that came up quite frequently, and I have obviously not worn the leggings a ton. They're not my favourite leggings, there's no surprise there. But I have worn the bras a lot, and none of my bras have pilled, so these are not prone to pilling in my personal experience. There's a little bit of pilling on my Surge Shorts waistband, which you will see in a clip that I put in, but it's not a ton, and there's none where I would get loads of friction. So for example, on the bum, when I'm sitting down on the gym floor, it's on the waistband, so it looks like I'm more likely to have caught my nail on it or something like that, rather than it being pilling and wear and tear sort of thing. Squat proofness, the luxury green colour is the only colour that I've got, and it is squat proof on me. Pulse is one of their more squat proof materials. I know that they did a wild thing and brought out white leggings last time, but honestly, I mean, that was always going to be see-through no matter what range it was from. But the luxury green are fine. The only one you'd maybe want to be concerned about is the exotic yellow. I've not tried it, so I can't say, but that's the only one that you could maybe be concerned about. Inseam on these is 27.5 inches. These are a very like high-waisted legging. They are very much a high-waisted legging. They're probably a little bit higher in the waist than even Amplify are. They're a very high-waisted legging. Camel toe situation on these, because someone did ask me on Instagram. It's camel toe on crack. I'm not gonna lie, the camel toe in the bottoms of the Pulse range is It's large and it's in charge. Me personally, I'm not too bothered about people knowing I've got a vagina. I don't think it comes as a shock to anyone, but even for me in these, I'm like, ooh. Like, I'm just not super comfortable wearing these. I don't think they're the most flattering things ever on your bum. There's no compression in the waist. These are like a second skin legging. They're not compressive, they're not going to suck anything in, they're going to show everything, they're not particularly forgiving, and they do give you a camel toe. They're not my favourite legging that Alphalete does. I'm really annoyed that they didn't bring out the Kinetic biker shorts, because they were quite a slept on item. They were very, very flattering on the glutes in particular. If you go back and watch my haul, you can see they're very flattering on the glutes. I wish that they'd just not done the leggings and just done the biker shorts instead, but here we are. Not my favourite legging from Alphalete. Would I recommend it? No. Do I ever wear mine? No. Compare the old Kinetic leggings that launched last time to the new ones. Again, they didn't change anything about the design and the fit is the same. These are both a size extra small. Waistbands are the exact same, and lengthwise all good as well. They're literally the exact same. There is no differences. And the final bottom that we have, and the final item that we have in the Surge range, is the Surge shorts. I've got these in tartan red and arcade pink. So waistband is like this. It's got like a nice chunk waistband there. Seam runs round the bottom, seams at the back to be flattering on the glutes. You've got a back seam, you have got no front seam. The seams on the bottom of these are very like flat. It's not like a tight or a thick seam on the inside. They're very, very flat. But you do have a seam in the top of the waistband, which I absolutely like roasted last time. Perhaps unfairly, because to be honest, the nature of this material is incredibly slippy. Like the Kinetic leggings, if you wear those, unless you size down, maybe wear a size that's a bit too small for you, if you're not between sizes. So like if I wore an extra, extra small, it'd probably slip down less, but it would look weird. Like the camel toe would be very, very bad then. It's a slippy material. You're going to be constantly pulling them up. You're going to be constantly readjusting them. They're not going to stay up throughout your workout unless you put a top seam in it. So in hindsight, I understand why they did it, but I still don't like it because I'm just not a fan. Like, I don't think a top seam is cute. They have done these shorts before, so I'm going to put a comparison in now so you can see if there's any differences. To compare to the last time they did the Pulse range, these are some older Pulse shorts. They are a tiny bit smaller, as you can see, than the newer ones, but like, there's really not much in it. About that much in it. Also worth noting that but it's worth noting I've had these for a while. I've worn them multiple times and I have washed them multiple times, so they could have shrank a little bit because it doesn't look like it's a huge difference. But another comparison. Okay, so I'm putting some comparison clips in here. I always get asked about sizing discrepancies, but with ranges like this, I feel like Alphalete pretty much don't tend to have many sizing discrepancies. So I've got the red shorts and the pink shorts here, and as you can see, they're like literally the same length. Waistband is the exact same size. There's no differences between the two colourways that I have. Two colours that I've got, as you've seen as well, there is no sizing discrepancy there, so you are all good to go on that front. Yeah, the bottom of these, they're not like Amplify where they might like dig in at the bottom. I've got these in an extra small, and I would honestly just say to stay true to size. Now, the waistband on these does actually dig in a little bit, and it's a bit uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie. So I would maybe try a size small, but then I just feel like they already don't dig in on my leg at the bottom, and I know it's controversial, but I like it when shorts do, because then they can't roll up and expose half my ass cheek because they just get trapped under my bum. Whereas when they just lie flat on, oh, that was a sink, gorgeous. Whereas, please, it's 11:30, I've been filming since like 9. Thank you. When it's something flat like this, it can just roll up. So in a size small on me, I think that issue would get worse but the waistband at the top might be a little bit more comfortable. If you're concerned about this top waistband digging in and you want to try these or the leggings, then my advice to you is definitely size up if you don't want to have that like digging in sort of effect. But if I went to a size small in these, like I said, like these already come up very short on me. They're a 4.5 inch inseam, but because of the material, because it's so slippy slidey and like no compression whatsoever apart from in this top blood clot seam, material just rolls. So a 4.5 inch seam, whilst it might be that on paper, it's not that in the gym when you're working out, because it's so slippery and it just slides up and it's not tight enough to not do that, if that makes sense. It's just kind of like a second skin sort of situation. Like these is like a more comfortable short to train in. There's no compression in them, so they're a lot more comfortable to train in, but they're a lot less practical than Amplify, because I wore the red pair last week, like I wore the red matching set. I did a little gym get ready with me TikTok thing, but I had to keep a big baggy t-shirt on because when I was doing hip thrusts, like as I was going up with the bar, my bum was brushing across the floor and the bottom of my ass cheeks was literally hanging out. So they're just not that practical unless you're gonna size up for extra length. But then also it's just going to be even looser on the legs, so it's more likely to slip up. You're kind of in a catch-22 with these shorts. I do like them. Like I said, they're definitely my like go-to comfort short if I just want something less compressive and just comfortable to train in. But if I'm doing that, I've got to wear a big t-shirt over them. Like I can't just wear these with a sports bra. Not on a leg day, maybe on an upper body day, but not on a leg day. Okay, so moving on to the Ultra Soft range. There's a couple things that I didn't get from here because I've tried them before, and yeah, I mean, I've tried them before. Two things that I didn't get is the Ultra Soft Allure dress, which I've reviewed before. I'm gonna leave that linked down below in the description box with a timestamp. The reason I didn't get it is because I'm not gonna wear it. Like, if I'm gonna wear a dress, I'm not gonna be wearing an Alphalete dress. Does that make sense? Like, I appreciate that they're trying new things, but if I'm gonna wear a dress, I'm gonna be looking at like House of CB. I might be looking at places like Jaded London, not looking at Alphalete for a bodycon dress to wear out. Like, I wouldn't wear this, so I didn't pick any more of them. But there is some nice colours if you do like the dress and it is your cup of tea. It's not a bad quality product, it's a very good quality dress. It's just not something that I would wear, but I will leave that review link down below. And then also the Ultra Soft square neck tanks. I actually love those tops, but I just already have a couple, so I don't need any more of those. That would have been wasteful for me to get more. They have stayed the exact same apart from the logo. They've changed it to the new logo on the back of them. That's the only difference there. Again, I will leave a review linked down below where I've gone over those because I just didn't think there was much point. There is two other tops in the Ultra Soft range that are launching, which I did pick up, however. And the first one, which I'll go over, is one that has not dropped before. So this is the Ultra Soft camisole crop. Now, if you've not tried anything from the Ultra Soft range, it's, I mean, the clue's in the name, it's Ultra Soft. It's like buttery, hate to be that influencer, but like it's like buttery soft. It's buttery soft. It's hella soft. Super soft material. I've got these in the what colours? I've got this in the cherry colour, and I've also got it in the stone grey colour, and I've also got it in the cherry colour. So details wise on these, you've got super thin straps here, you've got the new logo at the front there, you've got sewing in the middle to separate the pads, because these do come with pads in and you can remove them. It's like a double layered top. It's a very thick top in terms of like the quality on this is, it's there, guys. Like, the quality on these tops is definitely there. So it's double layered, so it's not going to be see-through. It's single layered at the back, double layered at the front. It's not going to be see-through, but like, you are going to see a bit of nip. And I didn't know if I'd end up taking my hoodie off, which I didn't in the end. So I just wanted to keep the padding in. So I trained in this one yesterday. The branding is tonal on these, so you've got the raised rubber logo on the front, and then at the back it's just kind of like this crop. It's kind of like the same length of a sports bra, so it comes to like the bottom of my ribs on me. So yeah, it's the Ultra Soft range. So if you've not tried it before, very soft material. It will catch on things. It's very delicate. You need to make sure you you follow the washing instructions on these sorts of products, because otherwise the product will peel and all that sort of stuff, and you don't want it to get damaged. So make sure that you are following the instructions. But these are very good quality tops. I really like these tops. In terms of what you would wear these for, you can wear them to chill in. I wore this to training yesterday. What I will say is it's not, I wouldn't train in it again. I only did legs. I wasn't doing any cardio or anything like that. I was only doing legs. I don't think I would train in this again, just because for me, it's like there's no support there. Like there is no support in there. And if you have boobs, especially, I can't even imagine if you've got natural boobs, it's not supportive enough. I didn't feel safe. I was doing RDLs and I had to keep my cropped jumper on over it, because like it was just a lot. Like it was just a lot, and I didn't feel like it was quite tight and supportive enough to not have anything slip out. Like yeah, I would save these for more athleisure rather than training in. But if you're smaller chested, you can definitely train in this and you'll be fine. If you did want to train with a bra underneath it, you could, but you're going to struggle with the straps, because the straps are very thin, and the way that it comes at the back, I just think you would struggle to hide a bra underneath it. But yeah, I got these in an extra small. I wouldn't size up, I wouldn't size down, and people were asking me about the comparison between this and the Allure tank. So this is the Allure tank. So yeah, this one's got adjustable straps. The new tops don't. This one has like this crossover detail at the back. The other one is definitely just more plain. It's more of like a proper top. Lengthwise, let me just lay them over each other on my lap. Lengthwise, they are pretty much the exact same length. So wherever the Allure crop hits on you is where this one will. They are the exact same material. Yeah, they're pretty much the exact same thing, just a different design. So yeah, in terms of if I had to pick between the two, I'd probably go with the Allure tank, just because the back's a bit more interesting to look at. But I do really like these, and I do like that the branding is on the front of these. I know some people don't like the logo and stuff, but hey, I think it's cute. And then we have one of my favourite tops from Alphalete is making a comeback, and this is the Women's Pinnacle 3/4 crop. So they're a very plain top. Nothing has really changed about them. So they've got this like V in the middle, they're short sleeved. Crop wise, they come to about belly button height, so they're a bit of a longer crop. And then at the back, the only thing that they've changed is that they've got the new logo on like the nape of the neck. I got this in black. I got a white one, but it's currently in the wash because I wore it. And I also got the stone grey colour. So this is the stone grey, by the way, compared to the dark grey, in case you were wondering. This is more of like a grey brown. This one's more of like a purpley dark grey. So yeah, these fit, as you're going to see in the triangle clips, really well with the balance bra. This with a balanced bra underneath just makes your boobs look amazing. It's giving, like these make your boobs look so good in my opinion. They're very thin, very lightweight. These aren't double layered, they're single layered, super thin. They will show sweat. All the Ultra Soft range will show sweat. It's not sweat wicking, it's made to be more athleisure rather than performance wear. So if you are bothered about sweat, go for a darker colour. The greys will show it probably the worst. I like to wear these tops with a bra. I'll always wear a sports bra underneath them. You can wear them without one, but in the lighter colours you're going to see your nipples, so just something to be aware of. Like, and I don't mean just the outline, I mean you're actually going to see the colour of your nipples in the lighter colours, so you do need to wear a bra under it if you don't want that to happen. In the darker colours you can get away with it, but for me personally, I think they look better with a bra. They make your boobs look great. These with the balanced bras, like I said, really good combination. One thing that I've just noticed is with both these tops, on the brief it says 64% rayon, 28% acrylic, 8% elastane. But on the labels of the actual tops, it says 83% nylon, 17% elastane. So If someone can explain that one for me, please do, because maybe I'm missing something and this is including what's in there, but to me that's just completely different to what it says on the label. I'm gonna go with the label because the labels come with the manufacturing, so go with the label in terms of like what the material breakdown is. I'm not sure why there's such a big difference with that. I'm really confused by that. Alphalete, explain. I don't get it. I've also just realised that on the launch brief for these tops, it says low profile adjustable shoulder straps. There is no adjustment on these. Like, there is no adjustment. Have I been sent like a dodgy batch because I don't have adjustments on mine? But on the picture, on the render, it literally shows them with adjustable straps. These do not have adjustable straps. Wow, I'm so confused. I will now insert a clip about the duffel bag, which I have in a medium, and I will show you the dimensions and all that sort of stuff. I'll go over that. So this is the duffel bag. I've got it in a size medium. I've just measured it. This way comes out at about 50 centimeters and it's by about 26 centimeters. Dan has actually got a load of stuff in this, so I won't open it because Dan's actually got a load of stuff in this. He's definitely going to be using this a bit more than me. So all the zips have got the little Alphalete branding on. If it'd focus, that would be great, but it's not gonna. So whatever. This is like a rubber, it's the raised rubber logo basically. One second, let me pull it out of the sun. Shock, the sun's ruining shit again. Then you have the two handles which you can attach together. One second, it'd actually make more sense for me to do that. You've got the two handles which you can attach together using this that's attached to one of the straps. So if you want them to be like fully together, you don't need to hold them together, you can just strap them together. It's got the crossbody strap which is adjustable, so you can alter that how you like. You can also remove it, it is removable. You've got the clasps on both sides. Moving into the sides of the bag, you've got netting pockets either side. You've got this neat little pocket here which is perfect to pop your phone in. If you want to film in the gym, you can pop your phone in there, have a little tripod moment. You've got two zips on the front which you can fit little bits in. There's so much storage in this bag. The sides unzip, so you've got extra storage either side there. And then in terms of the inside of the bag, you've got the main zip compartment which just unzips like so. And then in terms of the inside of the bag, it's very much like a plain kind of situation. Dan's just got his hoodie in there at the moment. You've got a little zip on the back here, but other than that, it's just a duffel bag. You can fit loads of stuff in this. This is the medium. I honestly wouldn't say many people would get full use out of a large. Like, the medium is big enough in my opinion. If you're going to get one of these, I'd definitely recommend that you get the medium. They're very, very, very well made. I know that Dan's got stuff in this at the moment, but even when there's no stuff in it, like, it holds its structure. It's not loose. This, like, duffel bags aren't really my thing. I got this more so because I showed Dan it when Christian posted it ages ago and he was like, oh my god, I need one of them. But now that Dan's got one, I might actually buy one for myself because I just think these are really good. But yeah, those are the dimensions of the medium size. I'm not sure what the dimensions of the large are. I will ask and probably update a pinned comment. But yeah, that is the duffel bag. That's how it looks on the body. For me personally, me being me, material girl, I would hold it like this. But yeah, thank you for watching. That is the end of my haul. I'm sorry if it's been a long one. I'm also really sorry if I've got more moody as the video's gone on because I was getting so annoyed by the lighting, but it's just frustrating because I started filming at 9 and it's now 11:42. Like, this should have been done by 11. But it is what it is. This was probably a bit of a lengthier haul, so again, I apologise for the length of it. If you have watched it, if you watched the whole thing, thank you. Grateful, love ya. If you guys have any questions about anything that I have gone over in this video, any questions about the launch whatsoever, literally comment them down below or message me on Instagram. It's just at Amy Rooks, and I will go over them. Colour comparisons and all that sort of stuff I'm going to be doing before the launch on my Instagram, so follow me on there. I'm super active on there anyway. I do like question boxes all the time, so you can always ask me stuff. So yeah, and if you are shopping and you choose to shop with my support code, which is just Amy, please let me know so I can say thank you. Like I said, a portion of this video's AdSense and also a portion of any money that I make on this launch, which will be what I get paid next month, will be donated to help with the refugee crisis which is coming out of Ukraine, just because it feels like the right thing to do. And I also want to give back to you guys in this video. So like I said at the start, I'm doing a little bit of a giveaway. This came about because I nipped home yesterday to get some of like the previous Pulse range stuff to do comparisons to, and when I was looking under my bed I was like, why don't I just give away a few of these things? Like some of them are still in packaging even, because I just never took them out. So all you need to do to enter is just comment below letting me know your favourite item from this upcoming launch and your least favourite item. So the thing you're most likely to be picking up, the thing you're least likely to be picking up. And then also let me know if you have a preference from these items, which item you would want. Now I know that one particular item that I'm giving away is going to be more requested. So if everyone requests the same thing, I'm just gonna have to like divvy stuff out. And then also leave your Instagram handle in the comments so I can respond to you. I will pick a winner on the 27th of March, so the day after this launch, and then I will aim to get this stuff shipped out to you before I go to Thailand. So I'm going to be giving away 3 of the original Infinity Tech jackets, so the ones that have the bigger branding from the previous launch. So I have the white and pink one in a size small, I have the black and yellow one in a size small, and I also have the purple one in a size small. These have never been worn. The camera battery is like rapidly dying, so I need to hurry up. But yeah, I have 3 of the Infinity jackets to give away, all in a size small. And then I'm also going to give away the Kinetic Pulse bra in this like matcha green colour with the Kinetic Pulse leggings. So that will come as a set. So there can be 4 winners. It's just a little giveaway. You know, I'm not going to use this stuff, so like it's kind of pointless me holding on to it. And I know that Alphalete is expensive, so I thought it would just be a nice little way. It's kind of benefits both of us. It frees up some room for me, and also it's going to go to a better home where it's going to get used more, it's going to get worn more. Like the Infinity jackets, they're just not my personal cup of tea. Like I'm not going to wear them, so it's pointless me kind of like hoarding them, holding on to them. But yeah, if you are shopping the launch, it's on March 26th, 12 PM CST, 6 PM UK time. If you use my code Amy, make sure to message me so that I can say thank you and I can see what you've got. Any questions, anything I've not gone over in this video, like I said, comment it below or message me on Instagram. I'll be leaving all those links that I mentioned in the description box below. But yeah, happy shopping. And if you are only going to get like a couple things from this launch, my absolute like top 3 picks, I would say to get a Balance bra, preferably in the luxury green colour. Get yourself a Pinnacle tee if you don't already have one, and get yourself one of the cropped hoodies, preferably the cream colour, but get whichever colour you are going to use the most. So yeah, happy shopping. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, subscribe if you want to and you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.